Hi, thank you so much for joining us today. I'm so excited to do this get to know you video with you. So the first question I have for you is could you please tell us more about who you are and your personal touching story?
Well, thank you so much for having me. My name is Renee Green, and I am a dedicated yoga teacher and Reiki master, specializing in Hatha yoga and restorative yoga to support relaxation and ease of movement to really relieve stress. My journey started in 2015, and it began as a personal quest for life balance and renewal. And yoga quickly became that transformative practice for me, for my life. Over time, I deepened my path by becoming a Reiki master. And I like to say I help people reconnect with their bodies, release tension, and cultivate inner peace. I believe that yoga should be accessible by everyone and with a warm, supportive approach. I like to guide my students through mindful movement and help them find that physical, emotional well being that I was looking for.
I think that discussion around accessibility is so important, especially when so many people are dealing with stressful situations and they don't know where to turn. I think yoga is a fantastic tool, and combining Reiki with that is amazing.
Yeah.
I would then also like to ask you what you think makes you unique that sets you apart from other yoga instructors or Reiki masters.
So, what sets me apart from the rest of those yoga teachers and Reiki masters is that I love to combine the two. I specialize in Hatha yoga and restorative yoga, but I love to infuse each session if you're open to receiving, I love to infuse it with the Reiki energy. Not everybody's open to it, and that's okay. But just knowing that you're moving your body and accepting the loving energy that's all around you is all that it really takes. I like to emphasize on gentle, intentional movement, making your yoga practice accessible to you, no matter what your body is like, no matter what condition you're in. And I love to just find that place within you that feels right in your practice.
That was wonderful. Thank you. So I know you mentioned restorative yoga, hatha yoga, Reiki. Could you maybe explain a little bit of what each of these are and those areas that you specialize in?
Sure. Well, Hatha yoga, I like to say, is kind of the umbrella over all yogas. It is where you move your body in a gentle way that you can find your posture, what's right for your body. And you hold the poses a little bit longer. You may have heard of flow or Iyengar. You may have heard of a couple of different kinds of yoga. But with the Hatha tradition and the Iyengar tradition, it's really about finding your alignment. And with that, using the Reiki energy, we can help you find your alignment and the ease within your body. So the Reiki energy is that beautiful key energy that's all around us all of the time. And by our bodies being aligned, we can start to heal ourselves.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for that. I know you mentioned a lot of people that you work with have a lot of stress they deal with. Is there any other common conditions that you see from your clients?
It's funny because I have to say, most people who come to me are kind of in that place where, what happened here? Why is my body not moving the way it did when I was 20? Why is it not moving the way it did when I was 30? So people in transition come to me a lot, whether it's, that transition of what happened to my body or that transition of I just got a new job and I don't know what I'm doing here, or I don't have a job anymore. So many different types of people come through. But I would say on average, it is really the people that are just looking to find that inner peace.
Wonderful. Thank you. I think it's so important that people can find healthy outlets to manage with transitions, stress, to find that inner peace, especially with so much going on in the world today. I can imagine that global stress levels are also much higher.
Absolutely.
So this brings us to our very last question, and that is, what are two or three simple tips or techniques that you can share that can bring about healthy improvements?
I would say number one is breath awareness. Start your day with slow, deep breathing. Maybe it's just a gentle count of inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then repeating that a few times, just helping us calm our nervous systems. And really, you can do this at any time of day. It doesn't matter. It's just a way to calm yourself down. Give yourself that, just that brief moment that we all need. The other thing I might say is gentle movement, as simple as sitting in your chair and just doing a nice gentle twist and then coming back and twisting the opposite direction. Just something really small like that will help you relieve your tension and improve your circulation. Just that one little twist. And if I had the opportunity, or if you have the opportunity for 5 minutes, just 5 minutes of not doing. In yoga, we call it shavasana, finding that corpse pose, that moment of not doing anything. Maybe you have a minute and you can lay down and put something under your knees, or maybe you just sit back in your chair and you just take a minute to listen to some soft music or a gentle meditation. I'd say those are the tips I'd give.
Those are wonderful tips. I think everyone can access those and use those every day because they're very easily accessible, which I know you mentioned was very important.
Absolutely.
Well, that brings us to the end of our Get to Know You video. Thank you so much for your time.